Think Kodak and the first thing that pops in your head is cameras. For those who are from the film cameras generation, then perhaps you could be forgiven if you thought of those precious film rolls which captured 36 images. After all, Kodak is a brand which has established itself as a major player in this particular segment. However, Kodak looks like it has more ambition and is venturing into categories beyond cameras, like television sets. Recently the company launched its Kodak 55UHDXSMART 4K UHD Smart TV. We spent a few days with the television, and here's what we think of it. Buying a television set is a bit confusing, especially when you walk into electronics retail stores and see the walls lined up with units of different sizes playing wonderful footage from National Geographic. Design is one of the most critical factors most people look at before buying a television. With Kodak 55UHDXSMART, you wouldn't be disappointed. In spite of falling in a price range that is affordable and being made of plastic, the television doesn't look inferior. The television has a basic design, but still manages to look fairly good. It certainly wouldn't be an eyesore in your living room. Kodak 55UHDXSMART has moderately sized bezels and sports the Kodak branding at the bottom. The panels are glossy while the back of the television remains matte. We did, however, felt that the back of the television bulges out a bit, especially because panel of the television is quite thin. A notable fact is that the remote sensors of Kodak 55UHDXSMART television are on the right, unlike most TVs which have them in the center. It does drive you up the wall on a few occasions when nothing happens and you're ardently pressing buttons. But soon you get used to pointing it in the right direction and all seems fine. The television has a wall mount stand as well as a bundled stand. But we did never use the wall mount stand during our time with the Kodak 55UHDXSMART. The stand is silver in color and is made of aluminium. The stand was strong enough to hold the television without any problem, and in spite of being non-adjustable it could move the television without any stability issues. Although there will be some people who may find it too short. In case you wish to use a soundbar for enhanced audio experience, you would have to keep it somewhere other than below your television. Kodak 55UHDXSMART TV comes with a number of ports, and all of them are located at the back. There are 2 HDMI ports, 1 Ethernet and cable hook UPS, but because they are placed on the back we found them a little hard to reach. On its left side, the television also has a 3.5mm jack, 2 USB ports, an SD card slot, another HDMI port and a TV antenna terminal. Like we said earlier, Kodak 55UHDXSMART TV has a simple design, but still looks fairly good. Performance: Kodak 55UHDXSMART runs a customized version of Android which we found to be user-friendly and responsive. Powered by 1.4 GHz processor, the TV comes with 1 GB of RAM and has 8 GB of internal storage. One can use Wi-Fi and Ethernet as connectivity options. Once you set it up, you'll see that the television has a very smooth performance and responds very quickly. There were a number of apps that were pre-installed in the television, including Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, and more. You can also download other apps via an app store called Apidode. However, using the remote control of the television to navigate through apps was a real problem. Since there is no option of typing from the remote control itself, you have to use it to type on the on-screen keyboard. This may sound obvious on paper but was terribly frustrating to do so. On the upside, the remote comes with dedicated buttons for YouTube, Netflix, and Hotstar, and using these did make the experience a little better. For accessing other apps one needs to navigate on the main screen and select them. Interestingly, the remote also has buttons for media playback, launching the default browser, searching contents on SD card, and even to take screenshots. When we tried taking screenshots using the button, we did not face any issue or lag. Connecting the TV with the internet was easy. It can either be done via Wi-Fi or with a LAN cable, and we mostly used the cable. Once we hooked the TV to internet, we played a lot of content from YouTube to see how it performs. On most occasions, the TV performed admirably, though the colors could have been better as they lacked vibrancy and seemed a shade lighter. The brightness levels, however, were more than satisfactory. Although when we played 4K videos on Kodak 55UHDXSMART, the experience instantly became much better. For starters, the videos appeared more sharp and clear than the ones we played earlier. The colors became more vibrant, and the overall experience shot up. We even viewed the television from different angles and the colors remained constant. One thing, however, we would like to mention here is that 4K content is still very limited and one doesn't have too many options to choose from. Having said that, there are a number of games that are available in 4K, and if you are someone who enjoys gaming, you may want to use the television for that. During our time with the television we did not encounter any stutter or lag in streaming content and playing it. Also, there were no issues regarding pixelation or content appearing unclear. The same, however, cannot be said for the audio experience. We found that aspect of the television to be a little disappointing. We didn't face any distortion or in sound, but the speakers of the television just weren't up to the mark. We constantly felt the need of attaching a good soundbar to the television to get better audio output. Verdict in a nutshell, there are pros and cons of this latest offering from Kodak. The simplistic design works in his favor and the display also didn't give us any reasons to complain. As we mentioned earlier, the colors could have been better but overall it was reasonably good. The TV retails at a price of $43,990 and this price point it certainly isn't a bad option to go for. For more exclusive news subscribe to our channel and like and share. Thank you very much.